So I've never really done one of these before, but here's a good time to kind of do it. I'm in my car, on my way to my pseudo second job, really, working as event coordinator, setting up Code Day Phoenix. I guess some men just want to watch the world learn. I count myself among them. Yeah. So what I'd like to do with this video series is really kind of utilize it as an augmentation to my developer blog, which is currently under the works. If you guys aren't already aware, we had a lot of traffic coming in on our website during Phoenix Comic-Con. While we were kind of just there, I was walking around handing out our flyers for our tabletop RPG material that's coming up. And a lot of people just swarmed our website, which was pretty, modest before then, not really expecting that much traffic at once, and it kind of caused it to crash a little. So we're trying to get the back end working, up and running. That's been a little bit more of a challenge than we were quite frankly expecting. Getting everything secure, but we want to give you guys the best, most credible, usable experience possible, with the most accessories to work from, really. That being said, of course, we're going to go ahead with the Kickstarter. That is going to be July 9th, and we're going to be at Crit Hit here in Phoenix on the 9th as well, the 9th and the 10th. So shout out to Jim Miller for inviting me. It's going to be a real pleasure, and I cannot wait to be there, start running some games, meeting everyone who decides to show up. As far as our content is concerned, we're really looking into bringing all 5 of our book products, right out of the gate, have everything ready for the Kickstarter. What I would like to do with these, the mission reports, is really kind of give you guys a behind the scenes, kind of talk about what we're planning on doing, what we'd like to do, anything upcoming in the week. Also use it to kind of schedule out when we'll start to do our podcast, which is known as Fireside Chats. They're much in the same vein as the classic fireside chats of history that President Franklin Delano Roosevelt used to do. We kind of want to give it that kind of old-timey spin. Going to be using that to answer people's questions about strategy, utilizing tips and tricks from the Rogue Robot, which is our strategy blog for tabletop RPGs. Then we're going to be doing a content blog that's tied in with that, both a live version and an online version, known as the Homebrew Hotline. So you can call in or you can post to our blog any questions that you have regarding any homebrew content that you'd like developed. If you need any advice at all, I'd be more than happy to offer it. I've been staring at Pathfinder books for well over 5 years now, and I've become somewhat of an encyclopedia. Unintentionally, really. It's just it comes with the territory, and you get behind the system so much. I mean, there are things I don't know, which is always something to look forward to. So here's to exploring more of the game that I've come to basically love and rely upon. We run our own in-house games every Sunday night. We've had a little bit of trouble recording them, so what I'm going to do instead of recording them, I'm just going to do a recap blog and talk about what we've done. I'll do one grandiose kind of overview write-up of what's happened so far. We're actually just playing the Mummy's Mask Adventure Path with a lot of stuff kind of hijacked and mixed up, because mostly our players, this happens with every game, but players go off the rails, off the script, and all kinds of shenanigans happen. So in dealing with those shenanigans, we ended up kind of rewriting the script a little. But it's turned into quite an adventure, so I'm probably going to write that up sometime soon, as soon as I get the time. That's the biggest thing, time, man. I didn't realize how short a day was until, just recently. 12, you go to sleep for 12 hours, you wake up, and you go through your morning routine, and it's already 11 a.m., and you're just what is going on? And then you get working, and then you have those kind of lull periods where just ideas are not coming to your head and nothing's getting put to paper, and it's just it's the most aggravating thing, and it's just okay, the whole day has gone by at that point. but it's totally cool. We're getting the hang of it. Everyone is working as hard as they can. We are almost fully done writing up our first book, Rogue's Field Guide 1 Rare Races. We're halfway done through most of the bulk of the material for the Rogue's Playbook, so we should have all that material playtestable for people over at Crit Hit on July 9th and 10th, and then that same day we'll launch the Kickstarter, so for basically backers, you'll get... Okay, sorry about that. Those were some technical difficulties. I just lost signal for whatever reason. That's totally fine. As I was saying, I'd just like to reiterate, we're going to do a 5-book product launch on July 9th. We're going to be debuting a lot of our content live and playtestable at Crit Hit here in Phoenix. I will then be going to Gen Con, which I'm going to be volunteering at as apprentice-level staff. We'll be part of basically panel relations, so I'll be able to meet anybody there having a panel. I got your back, got you covered. Anybody willing to meet me at Gen Con on the floor, by all means, I'll be walking around. I'll try to be obvious as possible. I mean, I doubt I'll have the shades, but you know my face. I'm 6'4". I kind of stick out like a sore thumb. So that'll definitely be going on. Yeah, we're just trying to like buckle down and gear up and get our stuff out there as quickly as possible. And then we're also looking at a video game Kickstarter for our title release for mobile. You know, one of many, but everything has its building blocks, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So we decided to kind of rearrange our efforts and go for the path of least resistance. So we'll be coming out with a smaller mobile release, but I'm very excited. It's the result of 2 game jams, 2 of our Trinity game jams and our Duality game jams that we had earlier this year. And it's basically the result and culmination of those efforts being put forth into this game. We just put out some sample tracks. Our lovely, fantastic composer, Bill, he's just doing fantastic work, very quick, but I mean, like, really, really high quality stuff. We'll get those sample tracks up on the Kickstarter the day of, for people to listen to, and, I'm just really excited for the game. Be on the lookout for that. We're going to do kind of a soft build-up for that in the coming weeks. Really shooting for mid to late August, at the absolute latest. So just be on the lookout on our page. I'm going to post these videos to our page as soon as I'm done with them, and I'll probably download and edit them a little bit more and put them up on the YouTube channel within the next day or two, as soon as I get done with work. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us in the adventure for our first ever Rogues Mission Report. It means a lot. And please continue to join us in the adventure and help yourself break free and go rogue. This is Rahul Kanogia. I'm lead designer, creative director, and CEO of Rogue Robot Studios, signing off. And best wishes to you all.